That's almost too big. I mean, look at this. I got these are ready to pick here. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 over there. I probably have some yellow squash here. No, not yet. What's happening, cats? It's a scorcher today. I mean, it feels like I'm standing inside of a pizza oven. It's hot. You can see the leaves are just kind of a little bit droopy from the heat. The plants do like the heat, though. My tomatoes are towering up pretty good now, and I actually have some little green tomatoes coming on some of these plants. My peppers are coming on too. You see, I got a green pepper there. I got another one there. I don't see any jalapenos yet, but they'll be coming on pretty soon. Boy, if you were going to do any physical labor today, you would be soaking wet with sweat. It's probably 95 degrees today. I add another one to the pile. I've been eating this stuff too, but I just can't eat it fast enough. And I still have more out there to pick. And zucchini is one of those things that it's easy to grow, so it's hard to give away too, because everybody has it. Well, I'm getting ready to go on a camping trip, and I've been getting everything ready to go for that. That's why I needed to check the garden. But I've also been getting stuff prepared because I'll be gone for a couple days, and it's a little bit of work getting things ready to go, but I enjoy it so much. And even though I like it here, once you get out to the campground, get set up, it's just R&R, just laying around and relaxing. Maybe have a beer or two, cook over the fire. Buzz brought me a pile of firewood that we can burn, so I got to load that up on my truck. Some kindling wood, and I'll probably load. So I'll put a whole truckload on. I mean, I know it's hotter than blazes, but I'm cooking over the fire too, so I'm using a lot of that stuff. This is my outdoor kitchen, if you want to call it that. It's not much of a kitchen. This lifts up and clips open. But I've got some, there's no running water out here, so I got a jug of water, if I need to rinse off my hands. My citronella candles. I got some apple wood here for putting on the fire when I cook, so it gives it the smoked apple. I've got a cast iron skillet here, some grill tools, and then my refrigerator, which stays nice and cold, outdoor refrigerator. This canopy will come almost all the way out to the garage here, but I don't pull it all the way out because if it were to be a thunderstorm or a windstorm, I could get underneath this thing and rip it right off. So I just keep it enough where it's covering this slide out. Go in and see how things are going in here. Oh. It's cool in here. The AC's working great. I've got some drinking water here. I put all my bread in the microwave just in case there was any mice in here, which I don't think there are. But I got all kinds of good stuff in here to eat. burgers, steaks, breakfast stuff, chicken, and I'll be loading more stuff up in here, but I got butter, cheese, bacon, eggs. I'll bring the pie makers along so we can make pizza pies, or you can make fruit pies like blueberry. I got blueberry filling. You can make a blueberry pie with the pie makers. Cook them over the fire. This is the RV, and it's kind of overkill for me, but it has 2 slide outs. This whole area is a slide out. It'll come all the way up to the island here. And this is a slide out that will come all the way up to the island here. This bed is a fold-away bed, so it folds out into like a almost like a queen-size bed. It's a nice size bed. Got a flat screen TV, stereo system up here, DVD player, and the whole shot. We got a little food cupboard down there, another food cupboard up here, gas range with the oven. I never use the oven. I've never used the oven, but I have used the gas range, especially on a rainy day. Like I said, microwave, refrigerator, freezer, hot and cold water. There's storage underneath the kitchenette here. This table actually drops down, and you can make that into a bed too, if you needed extra bed space. I got a full bathroom here, toilet, sink, big shower. You know, I can stand up in there and move around, take a shower, rinse the sweat off of me. It has this RV has like a 50-gallon water reservoir down underneath, and I'll fill that up to make sure I have plenty of water for tomorrow, and that'll last me through the trip, because I'm not going to leave water running constantly. You know, I just we'll rinse some dishes off, flush the toilet. The toilet flushes with just the kick of a pedal. Let's see, I got to turn the water pump on here just to give me some water pressure, and then you push this little pedal down here with your foot, and that flushes the toilet. So yeah, this is my control board here. So this opens the awning, this does one slide out, this does the other slide out. This will turn my water pump on, that'll turn my water heater on to electric. It's also a propane water heater, so if I don't have electric, it'll still run on propane. This is an outdoor light, and then these are the indoor lights. And up here, there's kind of a gauge. You push these little buttons. The battery is fully charged. My freshwater tank is completely full. The black water is my sewage. It's empty. And then I got gray water for the sink, which shows that there's a little bit in there, and gray water for the bathroom, which shows there's a little water in there. And that's probably just water that was in there from when I was flushing the antifreeze out of the system. And then back here is the bedroom. I got this big folding table I'm going to set up outside when I get to camp. That's a mirror that hangs up on the wall here. But that's, a really comfortable bed. And I got storage up above, storage down below. I got storage in here with a almost like a full-length mirror. So, yeah. So I'm getting there. I mean, I'm going to leave tomorrow afternoon, so I've got all tomorrow morning to finish packing. Everything in here is pretty sustainable. I don't need to pack a lot of stuff because it's already set up. I've got pots and pans down here. I've got a coffee maker, a toaster. I got all the forks and spoons, scissors, everything I need there. I got tin foil, plastic wrap sandwich bags, tongs, spatulas, and Tupperwares and whatever down there. So yeah, I pretty much got everything. I mean, I've got plates in here, colander, bowls, cups, sugar. Got some videos up here, some books. Oh, up above here, I keep all the snacks up here, and I'll put the bread up here. But there's extra blankets, pillows up here and stuff too. Oh, yeah, everything's pretty sustainable. Both of these chairs are recliners. You know, I mean, you can sit here, kick back, watch the TV. If it's cold, which I'm not going to be using that, but that's an electric fireplace, which really pumps out some heat. That'll heat this whole place up when it's cold, but we won't be using that. Again, I got all kinds of stuff in there that I need, the remote and pens and whatnot. There's also storage up here where we have games, more DVDs, deck of cards. There's a like a safety survival kit in there, more tin foil. I do a lot of cooking on the fire, so I use a lot of tin foil out there. And then just the binoculars and other headlamps and things that we would use when we're out and about. So yeah, it has everything you need in here. And there's also storage underneath here where you got trash, you got cleaning supplies. So really all I need to pack up is food and whatever clothes I'm going to wear. And being that it's going to be in the 90s, I'm probably going to go through a t-shirt every day at least. So I'm going to have to take a stack of t-shirts. But yeah, it's going to be fun. Buzz is going to camp out. He won't be staying here, but he brings his own equipment, so he'll be camping. And we hope to have some other friends show up too, so it'll be fun. Turn off the lights before I head out of here. These are my propane tanks. That's dirty. I gotta clean that off. That's like pollen stuck up underneath there, but I got a LED strip there that lights up at night, and then up under the awning the whole way down along the edge of the awning is a LED light that lights up and it'll light up everything under this canopy when we get set up. Oh, I've got this storage goes all the way through to the other side, so I've got my hose in there for if I have a water hookup, which I don't, but I also put my electric cable in there when I'm done with it. Right now I have it hooked up to the garage with 30 amp service. These are the vents for the furnace. This is the water heater, which I don't have turned on yet. I will turn it on tomorrow, so I will have hot water. If I need to flush out the sewer tank, I can put my garden hose on here and run water through it. It drains out down there. If I fill up the water tank, I use this one. And if I have a site where I actually have a water hookup, I can run my hose in there, and I won't have to use the reservoir tank. I can just run right off of the hose and have water that way. This is a gas grill, but I got some algae growing on the cover there because it's back here in the woods. But I only use this thing one time. You know, the propane has to come from all the way to the front of the trailer through this little hose all the way back here to this, and it actually, it's on an arm, so it'll pivot around, and it hangs out here away from the trailer. or you can swing it all the way around here, so it's kind of by your outdoor kitchen. You can only cook one burger on that thing at a time, and I think it would probably take a half hour to cook a burger on that thing because the flame is so weak. So we've never used it. And to be honest with you, many years ago I backed up and bumped into a tree and crushed it, and I've never used it since. I pulled it back out, but I don't even know if it works anymore, but it's still on there. I should just take it off, but it's there. That's my 30 amp service I have hooked up, and this is kind of a surge guard protector. It has a little signal on there that tells you, you know, whether it's on or off, or you know, every once in a while I open this thing up and there's tree frogs in here, and look at there. Mr. Tree Frog is sitting on my electrical outlet. He likes it up there. He says that's my house. Now, he's going to be bothered tomorrow when I have to move him. This is the other side of the storage. It goes all the way through to the other side. But see, I got lawn chairs in there, other chairs, tools. This bin down here is all tools for just about anything I'd need to do. So, yeah, like I said, the whole thing's pretty much ready to go. Just throw your food in there, some clothes, hook it up, and go. And then set up at the campsite and chill, relax, enjoy life. That's what it's all going to be about. Well, I'm not even doing anything, and it's just miserably hot out here today. So I think I'm going to head in the house and see if I can start putting some stuff together to take out there to the refrigerator. So I'll be ready to roll tomorrow. I repotted the cactus. What they told me to do was take one of the newer petal, you know, whatever you call those, the pads, and stick it down in the mulch about halfway and just keep it watered. And it's starting to grow a new cactus. So I can get rid of that monstrosity on my back deck because it's getting way out of control. And you'll see all this is new growth, so it's even coming up higher. And this thing, once it gets so high, you see what happens. They droop down all the way to the ground. I've cut this thing back I don't know how many times, but it's about, I mean, it's got like a stump down there. It's so old. I think this thing's probably 40 years old, this cactus. So I'm not going to deal with it anymore. It's not worth, you know, if I had a place for it outdoors, you could let it go. And I might leave it out here over the winter and see if it survives. It's just getting too big to move back and forth in the house without getting stabbed. Look at the thorns on this thing. I mean, if it gets you, and even these little white things, you can't see, but they're little like tiny hair-like thorns. And if you were to rub up against that, yeah, you're going to feel it. It's going to be like, you know, when you get like fiberglass insulation on you and you feel those little prickery things, that's what that cactus does. All right, I'm done fooling around. I got to get busy and get ready to camp. It's supposed to be thunderstorms this afternoon, and I think I just heard some thunder way off in the distance. So it's probably coming. So I better get my stuff done now before it breaks loose around here. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. And I think I'll catch you guys. You know, I might even get some video of camp life, and so the next video you see, you might see some camping stuff. All right, cats. Catch you all later.